16 unusual medical conditions. 16. I can't believe it. Eye disease hallucinations is a real thing, and one woman in Kentucky was close to going for an exorcism when she began seeing scary faces with long teeth hovering above her. She wasn't on drugs, and it turned out she had macular degeneration, which triggered the Charles Bonnet syndrome, causing people to see creepy faces or animals. 15. When enough is enough. Many think this would be awesome to have, or that the person is making it up, but persistent sexual arousal syndrome, or PSAS, is actually debilitating. Women are always on the brink of orgasm, and it has nothing to do with sexual thoughts or behavior, as even relieving the symptoms with sex doesn't help. Very little is known about it, and has left doctors baffled as to how to treat it. 14. The hairy eyeball is real, and not just a saying anymore. A young man from Iran had a benign tumor in his eye, and this just continued to grow, and it eventually sprouted hair. It was a limbal dermoid, and these tumors can grow hair, cartilage, and even sweat glands. It has been successfully removed. 13. A fishy tail. A traveler was having a swim in the Red Sea while on vacation and swam straight into a school of fish. A bit later, his eye began to swell and droop and just wouldn't heal. The doctors told him he had granuloma, and he went into surgery to have it fixed. Doctors were shocked to discover 2 small fish bones embedded under the man's eyelid. It was removed, and his eye has healed beautifully. 12. Baby, it's cold outside. Meet Wim Hof from the Netherlands. He has an insane resistance to cold, which has seen him break a world record for immersing himself in ice for 1 hour and 12 minutes. He ran a marathon barefooted 100 miles north of the Arctic Circle and has even scaled Everest in shorts. 11. Everything in moderation. A man in Germany was doing so many Sudoku puzzles that he started having seizures. Actually, it's not so straightforward. He had always enjoyed the game, but on one ski trip he got caught in an avalanche. While trapped, he experienced hypoxia, which caused, among other things, seizures. Doctors managed to get them under control. However, he would only get them while doing Sudoku. It was discovered he had a 3-dimensional imagination, and it was activated when he completed puzzles, causing the seizures. He had to give up his much-loved game. 10. A challenging allergy. Hard to believe that there are people actually allergic to the cold. It's called eutyseria. Just placing an ice block on the person can bring them out in welts, and they get that from cold wind and cold surfaces as well. A few snowflakes can cause an itchy rash, and major exposure can potentially put the person into an allergic shock. 9. Breathing problems, and this time not caused by smoking, but rather the inhalation of an earring. An Australian woman who was an asthmatic grabbed her inhaler out of her bag and inhaled, inadvertently inhaling an earring that had gotten stuck in the inhaler. It got lodged in her right bronchus, and fortunately doctors managed to remove it. 8. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Sadly, this little boy doesn't even get to worry about that because he just never sleeps. Red Lamb is often awake for 24 hours, and his story has been featured on major news networks in the States. He has a rare condition called Chiari malformation, which is a defect in the cerebellum. Surgery has been done to help him, and it takes up to a year to see the results. 7. Too much of a good thing. We all know how green tea is good for you, but drinking too much of the green stuff can be detrimental to your health. To be fair, the girl who found herself showing symptoms of hepatitis had ordered the tea online, which promised to help her lose weight. She drank 3 cups a day and suffered dizziness, joint pain, and jaundice. That all cleared when she stopped drinking the tea. 6. A night to remember, and a day too. In fact, every day. Brad Williams is unable to forget anything. There is another woman, only known as AJ, who has the same condition. They're both able to even recall simple things like what the weather was doing on a particular day years ago. It's known as hypothymetic syndrome, and more than that, no one knows. 5. Leave it for the sushi. There are some dodgy drinking games about, but they usually involve alcohol and not soy sauce. A teen in Virginia drank about a quart of soy sauce after he was dared to. He began to twitch, then had seizures and landed up in the hospital in a coma for 3 days. He had exceptionally dangerous levels of salt in his system. That sauce contained about 1/3 pound of salt, which can extract so much water from your body, even causing your brain